Welcome back to Bottas Career Mode on F126. Today we're back for episode number 3 in Japan. As for R&D, we had a part fail. This is what Perez was trying to develop, so we'll redevelop this, and that'll go on the car before this weekend. We've got nothing in chassis, nothing in powertrain. I guess we'll do durability. I hate doing these ones. I feel like it's a waste. Okay, well, nothing else we can do. So, into the weekend we go. So, there is a bit of an elephant in the room, I guess, after last time out. Pole position somehow, and we finish outside the points. So, we need some form of redemption in Japan. I don't know if that's going to be points. Obviously, pole position is not going to happen. But maybe we can get points. We've been P13 for both the races so far, so points are not too far away. This car setup is feeling absolutely beautiful around Suzuka as well. I think the problem in Australia with the back end being so unstable was it's still just new. You know, I wasn't really getting the car setups and how these cars handle, but I'm starting to get it now, and this is feeling really good. I think we're gonna have a good amount of pace here. Here we go, into Q1. Again, I'm setting the bar very low. I'm not expecting anything good, but I do feel pretty confident. The car's feeling really nice, so we'll see what we can do. First lap of Q1 across the line with a 130.9. That puts us P9, but that was not the best lap. There's definitely room for improvement. Yeah, we're down to P20, so we will improve, I think, a lot. I don't know if it's going to be enough for Q2, but we're going to try our best. Through the final quarter, 8/10 of improvement up to the line, and we'll see where it puts us. It might be enough. It is 14th into Q2 for the second time in a row. So that's us in P14. Where is... Okay, all the way at the bottom. We were a second faster than Perez. We have been smacking him around lately.
What?
First lap of Q2 on the old set of tires is a 130.5. That puts us P7. Okay, well, we have new tires. We will improve, but I don't think we're going to even come close to Q3. So we're going to see what we can do here. But to be honest, just being in Q2 is a huge leg up. Around the final corner, 7/10 of improvement. It's a 129 something, and that'll put us P15 for the race. Not bad. I'll definitely take that. I'm not too sure what to do here. We'll see what other people are doing. Okay, that's literally not helpful at all. The strategy in China was a bit of a blunder. So I definitely want to get this one right. They're saying they want us to start on hards, but I'd rather start on the mediums, be a little bit faster at the beginning, and try to make up some places on the start. So I think we'll do the 2-stop, 2 mediums, and then finish out the race on the hards. Hopefully that's good. That gives us a little bit of flexibility, too. There are some grid penalties, grid drop penalties, if you will, and that puts us up to P13. So there's a very high chance we'll be into the points pretty early on, as long as we get a good start. We just got to make sure we have the pace to keep that up, and that we don't mess up the strategy like last time. Here we are, parked up at P13 on the grid. We are on the outside, so it might make it a little trickier to dive down into turn 1, but we're going to try our best for round 3 in Suzuka. Here we go, 5 red lights are coming on, and we are racing for 27 laps around Japan. Really good launch off the line, already going to get past the Williams, cutting through the traffic down into turn 1. A little too late to go up the inside. Sainz barges someone off the track, and all of a sudden, we're up to P7. That's exactly the start we needed. These guys in front are still very bunched up, so as long as we can stay with the pack, there is a chance to make some more moves and climb even higher. We just really need to stick with them. On to lap 2. We got Lawson behind on the soft, so he should be faster. We gotta keep an eye on him. Everyone around us is in a faster car in general, but these guys are fighting up ahead, so if they keep fighting, there might be a chance for us to get something. Ooh, big lockup from one of these two guys up ahead. It's Sainz and Antonelli sticking very close together. We've got the boost mode. We're within a second. We got plenty on the battery as well. So if we can keep it tight through these next two corners, we might have a good run on this Williams. Battery enabled, power down the back straight here. Sainz looks like he's gonna go for a move on Antonelli. We're reeling in the Mercedes. We can go for a move here down the inside into 130R, up to P6. That was absolutely perfect on Antonelli. We're still sticking right to the back of Carlos Sainz down the main straight onto lap 3. Battery enabled, dumping it down the straight, reeling in the Williams. We're gonna fake to the inside, and that's up to the top 5 on lap 3. That is absolutely perfect. It's definitely time to go full defense mode for the rest of the race. We're not going to be catching up to Leclerc ahead. I just don't know what the strategies are. If everyone's on a 2-stop, we're in a good position.
Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
Okay, perfect. 2 stops for Leclerc. Sainz is really close, right on the rear wing. Have to dump the battery to stay ahead. Oh, that was scary. So Leclerc up ahead is on the 2-stop. Lawson, I think, will be the same because he's on the softs.
Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining.
Okay, that is perfect. So everyone around us is on a 2-stop. I assume that means that's the majority of the field. All we have to do the rest of this race is manage the battery and be super defensive into every corner and on every straight. So far, the battery management has been pretty easy. You can lift into the hairpin and charge up, and you get enough down the back straight to stay ahead. So if we can keep doing that, I think we'll be good. On to lap 8, so our pit window is open. Lawson stays out.
Right,
our tires are definitely starting to feel it, but I think Lawson will be following us into the pit lane, which is perfect. No undercut from the Racing Bull. Yeah, 40-something% on both the fronts. They're at that awkward phase where you're just starting to really feel the lack of grip, especially on the front end. It's really a front downforce heavy track. So new tires are gonna really help the pace here. Through the final chicane on lap 8, into the pit lane we go. Lawson should be following us in to the pits.
Okay, don't worry about
and
that.
And onto a fresh set of mediums we go. Here we are. Here's the Mustache Mechanics. Onto a new set of tires. Away we go. Good stop from the team. So we will stay ahead of Lawson. Okay, first stint went absolutely perfectly. Coming out into completely clear air, no traffic. But Lawson behind is on a new set of softs. Yeah, he's definitely got some pace on those tires. We just have to hold him off for these opening few laps on the second stint and wait until those softs start to die off. And then we should be kind of chilling for a little bit. He's just going to be really fast for the next 2 or 3 laps. We've got Piastri joining the fight as well, which is a bit concerning. If he gets past Lawson, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. The 2 important zones for battery are down this back straight and down the start-finish straight as well. So as long as we charge up to almost 100% down here, it's pretty easy to defend. We are starting to hold up a bit of a train of cars here. It's not too bad just yet, but we are definitely slower than everyone behind us. A little too wide around the hairpin. Lost it up the inside. Can power down and stay ahead. Yeah, it's getting a little close for comfort. Yeah, there's a lot of people behind. It's not a problem at the moment, but if we make one mistake, everyone is going to be right on us, and that goes for the pit strategy as well. We've got the pit window open on this next lap. Lawson goes into the pits. Okay, that's not great. We need to set a very fast time here and make sure we can cover off the undercut. We've got Piastri right on our ass, too. I don't know how many people went in. I saw Lawson went into the pits, but if a lot of other cars did that as well, then we could be in trouble in terms of an undercut. Okay, into the pit lane we go. Hopefully that was a fast enough lap to stay ahead of anyone that was trailing behind us. Here's the Mustache Mechanics. On to the hards we go, the final stint of the race. Good stop from the team, and hopefully we stay ahead. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Lawson will be flying down the straight, down into turn 1, and we should stay ahead of the Racing Bull a little wide through the exit at turn 1. Lawson is still behind. Perfect. I am a little bit worried because last time out in China, we went into the pits for our second stop in 4th place. We came out P17, and everyone else had already gone on to their final stint, and we were kind of screwed. There's Piastri going for a move on Lawson. So we've got the McLaren to deal with now. Piastri is gaining down the straight. We got cars exiting the pit lane. We'll get ahead of Albon. Down into turn 1, a little too far back to get back in front of Antonelli. So he pulls off the undercut. We're down to P9. It does look like there's still some people in the pit lane, so we should get some of these spots back. Hopefully, we've been quick enough to avoid the overcut from some of these other drivers. We might be racing on exit, though. We've got someone exiting the pits right now. It's Sainz. Gonna try to swoop around the outside, down into turn 1. Back up into P6. So we've only lost out 1 spot to Antonelli. That is perfect. Okay, well, we've got 7 laps to go, and all we have to do is just keep up exactly what we've been doing. No one's really been close enough to go for a serious move yet. So we have been kind of just on cruise control. Hopefully it stays that way. We have a bit of a gap behind. Yeah, they're fighting back there. Piastri's trying to get past Sainz. So we do kind of have a chance to run away while they're fighting. But this car just does not have the pace to do that, unfortunately. I mean, everything's been pretty easy so far. We haven't had to go like side by side defending through a lot of these corners. But Piastri is still sticking very close to us. It's all it takes is one mistake, and we're gonna lose the place. Obviously, the most important thing is to keep the charge on the battery. But I feel like we've got a pretty good system down of where to charge it up to 100% before we get onto the straights. But we're probably going to have to start using more and more because Piastri is in a way faster car. Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit sketchy. If you get a bad run through these 2 corners, it really leaves you vulnerable down this back straight, dumping the battery. As soon as we get the power down, we do have Piastri right on us. He might be looking up the inside into 130R, but we can close the door very easily on that. And still, somehow, no one's really gone for a move. Well, he is pretty close down the straight onto lap 24. He's in the slipstream, gaining on us. We're dumping all the battery we have down into turn 1, and we'll stay ahead of the McLaren. Just dumping the battery again down this back straight. It's barely enough to stay ahead of Piastri, especially when we get to 130R, but Piastri is maybe gonna go for it around the outside, really close to contact with the McLaren. We had to leave the space, but Piastri's gonna get a crazy run on us down into turn 1. He's got the slipstream, he's got the boost mode. We're gonna try our best to just keep our line into turn 1, and we can once again cover off the McLaren. But that was the first time we've seen a real attempt. I gotta say, I'm really surprised that we've been able to keep Piastri behind for so long. Lawson was one thing, but Piastri in that McLaren, and we have Hadjar behind him now. So 2 top teams and 2 laps to go. Race winding down, still P6. The front tires feel like they're starting to go just a little bit. We've been pushing really hard on the fronts. Hopefully we can keep it together. We're gonna need a very good run through these 2 corners. A little wide on the exit here. Gonna have to dump the battery as soon as we get the wheels straight. We might be open to an attack from Piastri, but it looks like he's not gonna be close enough by the time we get to 130R. So we will be safe once again. Heading on to the final lap. There is a yellow flag in our section of the track. So someone's having trouble. It's Piastri! Piastri's out of the race! Are you kidding me? On the last lap! Okay, well, we don't have to worry about Piastri anymore, but Hadjar has pretty much taken Piastri's place right away. He's right on the back of us in the Red Bull, so we're gonna have to be defending for the rest of this race. A little wide through the hairpin. Hadjar up the inside, but we can cover that off on exit. We need a really good run through these last corners. Yeah, this is it. We need a really good run through these 2 left-handers, keeping it tight to the apex there. Gonna dump the battery as soon as we get down this back straight, and it's all gonna come down to this run into 130R to see if we can keep Hadjar behind. He's looking up the inside. We have to leave the space for the Red Bull. We've got the inside for the final chicane on the final lap. Keeping it together through the last couple corners, staying in P6. And that is our first points of the season.
Okay, pick up.
Oh my god, that was insane at the end.
Thanks, guys. Good job.
Oh, what a way to do it. I knew after China that we had the pace, potentially, for points. That is insane. Kept it together the whole race. That was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like we just got a podium. Like, it feels like we're up here right now. That is awesome. P6 for the first points, too. That is unreal. Well, we have been beating the shit out of Sergio Perez, dude. I mean, he got us the first couple qualifying sessions, but every single race we've been well above our teammate. So that is pretty much the entire goal. We're not fighting for wins here. We're still a back marker. But P6, that is unbelievable. First points for the team. That is redemption for China. That's what that's what should have happened. Last time out, we started on pole and finished outside the points, so that's exactly what we needed. Little confidence boost. And we've got a secret meeting now. No, thank you, Audi. I am loyal. Well, that will do it for episode 3. Points in round 3 of the season. P6 as well, not just on the fringe, like P10. Well into the points. That is a fantastic result. We got redemption for China. Terrible strategy calls there. So that's nice how it all worked out. We've got Bahrain up next. That should be a pretty strong track. We'll see. I think battery management is going to be really interesting there because there's a lot of straights. So we'll see how that works out. I'll see you for that one.